Good morning, sir and class. Today I'll be explaining Chapter 9, Problem 5 for bonus screencast. So the problem given to us says John's grandparents want to give him some money when he graduates from high school. They have offered John three choices as follows. The first one is receive $15,000 immediately and assume that interest is compounded annually. The second choice is receive $2,250 at the end of each 6 months for 4 years, and John will receive the first check in 6 months. The third choice is receive $4,350 at the end of each year for 4 years, assuming that interest is compounded annually. So some key terms to know for this problem. First of all, it's interest. So payment from a borrower or deposit-taking financial institution to a lender or depositor of an amount above repayment of the principal sum at a particular rate. So what it means, say you are depositing $100 into a bank, and the bank at the end of a specific period of time will pay you $100 plus some additional money, and that additional money is called interest. Compound interest. So compound interest is the addition of interest to the principal sum of a loan or deposit, or in other words, interest on interest. So say you deposited $100 in a bank, and if the bank takes a system of compound interest, and the rate of interest is 10%, so on $100 after a year you should have 10% plus $100, so that's $110. The next year it will be counted as 110 and interest on 110, so 10% of 110. So this is how it will keep going on. So that is what compound interest is. Like, it adds the principal sum with the interest and then takes interest based on that principal sum plus interest from previous year. So the question given to us says John wants to have money for a new car when he graduates from college in 4 years, assuming an interest rate of 8%. What option should he choose to have the most money in 4 years? So John's grandparents gave him 3 options. Now he is to decide which option should he take based on the future value of all the 3 options. So the first option is receive $15,000 immediately, assuming that interest is compounded annually. So to find this, since he is receiving $15,000 immediately, first of all, what we need to do, we need to find the future value of $1, and then if we can multiply the future value of $1 with this $15,000, then we'll get the future value of $15,000. So the formula we'll be using is future value equals present value times 1 plus interest rate to the power n, where n is the number of years. So future value of $1, so the present value is 1 times 1 plus interest is given to us as 8%. So 1 plus 8%, that's 1.08 times, it is said here that from college in 4 years, so the time given to us is 4. So we use this formula and we find the value as 1.36049. Now this is the future value of $1 based on 8% interest rate in 4 years. So we multiply 1.36049 with $15,000, and it gives us the future value of $15,000 in 4 years, which is $20,407. The next option given to us says receive $2,250 at the end of each 6 months for 4 years. John will receive the first check in 6 months. So this is a little bit different. Notice that he will receive this $2,250 at the end of each 6 months. So he is not receiving $2,250 immediately like he was doing in option A. So to find the future value of this problem, we need to use future value of annuity. So let's now know that what future value of annuity is. So the future value of an annuity is the total value of annuity payments at a specific point in the future. This can help us figure out how much your future payments will be worth. So since $2,250 will be received at the end of 6 months, that is each 6 months, so future value of annuity will help us determine how much this $2,250 will be in 4 years. So the formula we'll be using for future value of annuity is present value times 1 plus interest rate to the power of n, where n is the number of years, minus 1 divided by the interest rate. So we should find the future value of annuity of $1. So present value of $1 is $1, and then 1 plus 4%. So notice one thing, why this is 4%. Since it said that he will receive $2,250 at the end of each 6 months. So, and the total time period is 4 years. So each year it was 8%. Now it's divided into 6 months. So we'll halve it. So from 8% it will come down to 4%. 4% every 6 months. So 1 plus 4% times to the power 8. So since 4 years and he's receiving it every 6 months, that means 4 years is converted now to 8 period of time. So to the power 8 minus 1 divided by 4%. So it gives us a future value of 9.21423. Now if we multiply these with the present value, that is $2,250, this will give us $20,732 of future value of this $2,250. The third option is almost the same as option B. The only difference is the payment will be made at the end of each year. So it says receive $4,350 at the end of each year for 4 years, assuming that the interest is compounded annually. So the future value of annuity, we have described it in our previous option. So it's the same formula, present value times 1 plus interest rate to the power number of years minus 1 over interest rate. So we'll find the future value of $1, which is present value is 1 plus 8%. Notice that since it's yearly now, not every 6 months, so it should be 8% interest rate now, and the time is 4 years. So number of times is 4 minus 1 over 8%, because that's the interest rate. So using this formula, it will give us the future value of 4.50611 of $1. Now if you multiply the future value of $1 with $4,350, it gives us $19,602. This is the future value of annuity for $4,350. Now if we compare all the three options future value, we can determine which one should be picked by John. So for option C, it's $19,602, option B $20,732, and option A $20,407. So as you can see, he should pick option B, that is $20,732. That will benefit him more than other two options. That was all for me. Hope you have enjoyed my video. Thank you.